So the gentleman in control of the WHO, or the leader of the World Health Organization, is telling us that the stigma related to the coronavirus, or I should call it beer virus, because then probably more people will see it, huh? Or the beer cold. Well, now that I said it, I'm fucked. So nobody's going to see this video. So I might as well say whatever the fuck I want, like I don't already do that. Yeah, he's saying that the stigma tied to it is worse than the virus itself because only 2% die from it. So he's trying to say that the idea of like battling racism and those that suffer from it is more important than the coronavirus. You know what's important to me is to try and figure out what the fuck's going on here. And I'm trying to understand, like, I have basic, very remedial understanding, like I do understand coding and solidity. But I understand how viruses work insofar as how they get inside of your DNA, create RNA that do bad things to the sequencing of how your body builds, the building blocks there within, and how viruses are the reason viruses and computers are called viruses is because they operate in kind, inside of a computer, obviously. They go in there and they fuck with your shit, man. And so I'm looking for some research insofar as like definitively diagnosing coronavirus. The CDC's a test kit is like successful 60% of the time, and now they're telling us that they're going to be using CT scans, which are like X-rays of your body, like the internal organs, not the bones. And I saw this video of some, like I said before, they take pneumonia lungs and they slice them into like different ways of the patterns inside of the clogs in your lungs. That's like diagnosing what kind of shit you have in your fucking plumbing. Like what's clogging it through X-rays. It's clogged. And because some people have hairballs and some people have fucking enormous turds, we're going to determine how those clogs in those fucking plumbing. I don't get these motherfuckers. You know what I do get? I want you to get the opportunity to go look through solar minimums. Throughout the history of the world, the sun shines on the earth at different levels, and currently we're under a solar minimum. And if we take into consideration solar minimums that have happened over the last 200 years, there was a fucking, okay, and I'm speaking now, I'm changing the subject away from the beer cold to, there's a big fly in here, the beer cold into the locust situation that we're having, kind of, in my estimation, a little bit kind of part and parcel. There was a huge, the biggest one in the last couple of 100 years. Some of you probably already know there's a huge locust outbreak right now in Africa. Huge. Just tremendous amount of locusts. Well, they're crickets essentially turning into locusts because they get like supercharged on behalf of the availability of food because there's less sun and there's more water. So there's more vegetation for these things to thrive. They're in Pakistan. China's really being vigilant, and what they're doing is they're sending a bunch of ducks to the border of Pakistan to fight the locust problem they're having over there. But like 200 years ago, we had one here in the United States. It was in the trillions of fucking locusts overtook like vast swaths of this middle of the country. And it was devastating, fucking devastating. And we're dealing right now with that in Africa. And also, we look at the 1918 Spanish flu epidemic. You know, it happened during a time when there wasn't as much heat on the planet. So, yeah, man, I wish in this age of information, like little bullshit pieces of information that I'm sharing with you, that potentially could have some relevance to the topic. You know, if we were to actually incorporate them into the discussion. You know, maybe that's worth trying. I don't know. I'm doing the video this morning, and I'm trying to remember what the hell it was for, and it had something to do with what I'm talking about now. But essentially, I've got a new developer who really understands things. It looks like my token, you know, after it's being dissected the way it is by this genius, you know, it's going to be all about the hype. And I've got my hype train, you know, ripped run, ready to go on my new token. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like in my lifetime, try to incorporate the idea that individuals can create money that others can use and benefit off of. I don't see any reason why not. And I think the money I want to create for others to use and benefit from is a really damn good model that will be easy to market, super easy to market, and will resonate with people that actually work for a living and actually try to earn their keep. It's not going to be a UBI, although some may see it as such. Definitely won't be a universal basic income, because in this lifetime, if we're going to have the society, I mean, in California, they're starting to hand out $500 to people. They're going to give $10,000 to $500 a month to people. In Hong Kong, they're supposedly going to give you $10,000. So the political parasites that rule the world are doing everything and anything they can to maintain their hegemony and control over everybody. And they're going to be doing this through, recruiting for the free shit army. And that's a parasitical fucking cancer that's way worse than any beer cold that you could ever get. If we look at cancer, it feeds off the host until the host is completely dead, and cancer doesn't have the capabilities of reproducing and carrying on life itself because it's a complete and utter parasite, which is exactly what politicians are, and it's time for them to fucking go. And I believe participating in immutable transparency here on the blockchain is really where that's at. I will be, as soon as I get my coin up and running, I'm going to run it under my Luminous Views channel. Hopefully porting over some of the membership over there. You won't be hearing me cuss as much, and I will keep this channel on the sly so you can hear how badass motherfuckers fuck over the cunts that fucking rule the goddamn planet. These fucking cunts need their heads on a spike, and not to say that that's what I'm fucking petitioning for, and I'm not saying that that's what needs to happen. All I'm saying is that's what they deserve. And, some of us in life get what we deserve, and some of us don't. And I don't believe I deserve a damn thing. I believe I need to earn anything I fucking have. And in some ways, I've earned way more than I've put out there. In other ways, I've got a long way to go to get my keep. But you know what? Justice is blind, so we'll let justice decide what's best. And real justice, good justice. The justice is one for all and all for one is the kind of justice I'm speaking to. And that's all I'm trying to seek when it comes to doing this. I doubt you understand one fucking word. I'm just rambling on here. It's been 7 minutes. And I gotta go, believe it or not, help my mother take down a Christmas tree. Yes, it's March 2nd. And we're gonna take down her Christmas tree today. That's the kind of person you know here. It's not me, it's my mom. I didn't even put anything up for Christmas. The girl did what little we did. And we went to more other people's places to celebrate. But anyways, you guys. Hopefully I'll have some news on my testnet, maybe in the next week or so, and it's not a real, it's a testnet to find out whether or not I'm just going to definitively clone a contract that I want to model and see if this guy can put it on a testnet. And if he can, we'll move forward with this particular developer, because this one's not in Nigeria and he's not in Pakistan. He's in Russia, which, I don't know, I find that kind of optimal. We'll see.